Picture a town square, alive with color and anticipation, not for shopping, but for matchmaking. The air is thick with excitement, as families and onlookers gather from miles around, drawn by the promise of new beginnings and the hope of forging alliances that will shape their futures. Young women, adorned in gold and vibrant dresses, stand on display, their futures negotiated in public. Each dress is carefully chosen, each piece of jewelry a symbol of family pride and status, as the girls present themselves with a mix of nerves and excitement. This is Bulgaria's bridal market, where families arrange marriages in a spectacle that blurs the line between celebration and commerce. It's a tradition that has endured for generations, evolving with time, but never losing its significance for those who participate. Parents and sons scan the crowd, assessing potential brides, while negotiations begin with questions of family reputation and, ultimately, price. Every conversation is a delicate dance, balancing hope, tradition, and the realities of daily life. The bride price is real, a sum paid by the groom's family to the brides, sealing a union rooted in tradition and necessity. For many, this exchange is not just about money, but about respect, security, and the hope for a better future. To outsiders, it's jarring, a transaction that seems to reduce women to commodities. The spectacle can feel uncomfortable, even shocking, to those unfamiliar with its deeper meaning. But dismissing it as medieval misses the complex reality. This market is a crossroads of tradition, poverty, and survival. For many families, it's a rare opportunity to secure a future in a world that often offers few choices. Here the rules are different, shaped by a community pushed to society's margins. The market is a place where old customs persist, but also where resilience and hope are on full display. As music blares and girls dance atop cars, the scene is both festive and fraught, raising questions. Is this exploitation or celebration? The answer, like the market itself, is layered and complex. The truth lies in the gray area between dazzling gold and harsh reality. Every smile, every anxious glance, tells a story of dreams and hardship intertwined. To understand the bridal market, you must first understand the Roma of Bulgaria, a people long misunderstood and maligned. Their customs, shaped by centuries of exclusion, are both a shield and a lifeline. Their story is woven into every negotiation, every hopeful glance, every deal struck in the square. Each moment is a testament to endurance, adaptation, and the search for dignity. This is not just a market, it's a window into a world fighting to survive on its own terms, where tradition and necessity walk hand in hand, and every gathering is a reminder of both struggle and hope. To truly grasp the significance of the bridal market, you must first understand the Roma, an ethnic group whose story stretches back over 1,000 years, beginning in India and winding across continents to Europe. Their journey is one of resilience, adaptation, and survival, marked by both hardship and celebration. In Bulgaria, the Roma have faced relentless discrimination and marginalization, yet their culture remains a powerful source of pride, even as it becomes a frequent target for prejudice and misunderstanding from the wider society. The term gypsy is widely rejected by many Roma, who instead embrace Roma as a way to reclaim their dignity and assert their true identity. This act of self-naming is a powerful statement against centuries of stereotyping and exclusion. The Roma are far from a monolithic group. Subgroups like the Kalaiji, renowned for their tinsmithing skills, play a central role in the bridal market tradition. However, it's important to note that many Roma neither participate in nor approve of this custom, reflecting the community's diversity. Centuries of exclusion and hardship have forged tight-knit Roma communities. They rely on internal support networks, turning to one another for strength and solidarity when the outside world is unwelcoming or even hostile. This insularity helps preserve cherished traditions, language, and crafts, but it can also slow the pace of change and adaptation within the community. The bridal market is a tradition born from this separation, a unique solution for finding partners and building families in a world that often shuts them out. It's a ritual shaped by necessity, history, and the desire to maintain cultural continuity. It's crucial to remember that not all Roma share these customs, and the diversity within the community is vast, spanning different languages, religions, and ways of life. Understanding the Roma means looking beyond stereotypes and seeing the resilience, complexity, and humanity that define their lives and experiences. Only by appreciating this rich tapestry can we begin to understand the traditions that persist and the people who keep them alive. To understand why the bridal market endures, visit Stolipinovo, one of Europe's largest Roma neighborhoods. Here, crumbling buildings and tangled wires reveal decades of neglect and segregation. Roma communities are isolated, not by choice, but by systemic discrimination. Basic services, electricity, clean water, waste collection, are unreliable or absent. Daily life is a struggle against poverty and exclusion, shaping every aspect of existence. Economic opportunities are scarce. Many rely on informal work or seasonal labor. Prejudice keeps Roma out of mainstream jobs, trapping families in a cycle of poverty. In this context, community traditions become survival strategies. Trust in outside institutions is low. Families turn inward, relying on elders and customs for support. The bridal market is more than a ritual. It's a response to marginalization, a way to secure futures when the state looks away. These traditions, while controversial, are rooted in the realities of life on society's edge. To judge them without context is to miss the deeper story. For many Roma girls, the path diverges early from mainstream Bulgarian life. Though education is compulsory, girls are often withdrawn from school around puberty, not out of disregard but to protect their reputation and prepare for marriage. At home, they learn domestic skills, their world shrinking to family and community. Without education or job prospects, marriage becomes the only viable future. Protecting a girl's purity is paramount. Her value in the marriage market depends on it. Co-ed schools are seen as risky, so families keep daughters close, hoping to secure a good match. This cycle repeats across generations, with each mother raising her daughter as she was raised. The bridal market is the culmination of years of careful preparation, a chance to secure stability in a world with few options. For these families, it's not just tradition, it's survival. The bridal market is a vibrant, chaotic event, part festival, part negotiation. Timed with religious holidays, it draws thousands from the Kalaidji community. Young women, dressed to impress, stand on car bonnets or tables, hoping to catch a suitor's eye. The atmosphere is electric. Music blares, families mingle, and nervous laughter fills the air. Interactions are subtle. Families circle, observe, and, if interested, approach for a conversation. Parents lead the talks, discussing clan, reputation, and social standing. The young couple may exchange a few words, but family negotiations take center stage. If both sides are interested, they step aside to discuss the bride price in private. This bargaining is tense, but essential, ending with a handshake and a promise. The market is a public vetting, where a family's honor and a girl's future are on display. For the community, it's a time-honored ritual, equal parts spectacle and strategy. For the girls, it's a moment that can define the rest of their lives. At the market, a girl's value is measured by appearance, reputation, and purity. Every detail is scrutinized, from the way she carries herself to the smallest gesture, as families and potential suitors watch closely. Families invest in elaborate dresses, gold jewelry, and professional makeup to signal status. These outward signs are meant to impress, but also to show that the family has spared no expense in preparing their daughter for marriage. Gold is more than decoration, it's a public statement of worth. The more gold a girl wears, the higher her perceived value, and the more respect her family commands in the community. Dowry plays a role, but the bride price is central, money paid by the groom's family, seen as compensation for raising the daughter. Negotiations can be tense, with both families seeking the best possible outcome. The amount varies. Beauty, family reputation, and especially virginity drive the price. A girl's prospects can rise or fall based on these factors, and families are acutely aware of what's at stake. Virginity is paramount. Any doubt can devastate a girl's prospects and her family's honor. Even rumors or gossip can have lasting consequences, making this a source of constant anxiety. Girls face immense pressure to protect their reputation, knowing their future depends on it. The weight of family expectations can be overwhelming, shaping every aspect of their behavior. Those deemed less attractive or whose families lack resources may struggle to find a match. For them, the market can be a place of disappointment and exclusion. For some, a questioned reputation means social stigma and economic hardship. Opportunities can vanish, and families may face shame within their community. In this system, a young woman's body and honor are family capital. her future, and her family's standing are intertwined in a delicate balance. The stakes are high, and the consequences of falling short are severe. Every decision, every impression, can have lifelong effects. The market's rules are strict, and the cost of failure is borne by the girls. For many, the pressure to meet expectations is a constant, shaping their lives long before and after the market itself. The bridal market is deeply controversial, raising questions about consent and gender equality. Critics argue it treats girls as property, with negotiations reinforcing transactional value. Consent is complicated. While couples may meet, parents make the final decision, and pressure is immense. Many girls are teenagers, some even younger, with unions often taking place outside the legal system. Early marriage cuts short education and increases health and abuse risks. Not all Roma practice this tradition. It's specific to subgroups like the Kaliji. Condemning the practice is necessary, but painting all Roma with the same brush perpetuates harmful stereotypes. The challenge is to critique the harm without erasing the community's diversity. For many families, the bridal market is less about tradition than survival. In a world of poverty and exclusion, marrying a daughter well is an economic lifeline. The bride price provides vital cash, helping families pay debts or support siblings. For the groom's family, paying a high price is a matter of honor and status. These customs are shaped by marginalization. With equal opportunities, the market might not exist. The market is a symptom of exclusion, not just a relic of the past. Families see it as pragmatic, a way to secure stability when other doors are closed. To them, it's not selling daughters, but saving them from a harsher fate. The bridal market is changing, slowly but surely. Laws against child marriage are more strictly enforced, making families reconsider early unions. Social media exposes young Roma to new ideas about love and autonomy. Some girls push to stay in school, some boys question the tradition of arranged matches. Data shows a gradual decline in child marriage and a rise in education among Roma youth. Change is slow, but each girl who stays in school is a victory for autonomy. The market won't vanish overnight as poverty and exclusion persist, but cracks are appearing, signs of a community in transition. Look closely and you'll see the tension between old and new, tradition and hope. The future may yet belong to girls whose worth is measured not by price, but by their dreams.